Sharp competition among supermarkets. You might not realize it, but there are grocery store wars happening.
Yeah, and they are cutting into profits, but you can benefit big time as Channel 2's Heather Lee takes a look at the numbers and how shoppers can cash in.
Flipping, sorting, and circling the deals. It's a weekend ritual for Mary Sullivan.
Probably about 2 hours a week.
I mean, that seems like a lot to go through the ads and stuff.
It's worth it for me because I feed a lot of people.
She spends about $500 a month on groceries, and she is always looking for a good price, even if that means shopping at multiple stores.
And I'm going to go where I can get the most bang for my buck.
Competitive prices are the name of the game because retailers know the next best deal might not be that far away.
We're all fighting for the same customers, and we're all fighting for the same food dollars.
Take, for example, Sheridan Drive right near Niagara Falls Boulevard in Amherst. There are a lot of options. There's a Wegmans, a Tops, a Walmart, Trader Joe's, Target, Aldi, BJ's, and a soon-to-be Whole Foods, all within about a half-mile radius of one another, and they are all competing to fill your fridge.
There are plenty of deals out there thanks to price deflation. Grocery store item prices dropped 1.3% last year, the first yearly decline in 50 years. Low food prices and competition between stores means good news for shoppers.
The traditional supermarket is really fighting tooth and nail to keep you as a consumer.
Especially when you consider the average household spends about $107 a week on groceries. Falling food prices are eating into a store's bottom line, so they need to sell more volume in order to make up the loss.
Stores are competing in a bunch of different ways. Number one is price, whether it's coupons, sale prices, buy one, get one free.
We took the approach early on that we were going to pass those cost reductions right onto the customers. So immediately we lowered the price of eggs. The same thing with beef and the other meat commodities.
Wegmans started its consistent low pricing about 15 years ago. Items on that list can change based on food trends.
We took a look at what families are buying most. Things like eggs, milk, orange juice, ground beef, things that they have in their shopping basket, and wanted to make sure that we can beat anyone's price on those particular items.
Wegmans recently lowered prices on organic bananas by 10 cents to 59 cents a pound. An 18-ounce jar of Wegmans peanut butter went from $1.99 to $1.49. Prices on dozens of other things fell too. Wegmans executives say they don't really have a choice.
Really, we kind of think that everybody who sells food is kind of our competitor.
Across the board, meat, chicken, and eggs have seen some of the biggest price drops. Why? Too much supply and fewer exports.
The supply is abundant, and that has brought the prices, the costs and the retails for our consumers down quite a bit. And I think that'll probably be the case for the foreseeable future.
According to the USDA, between 2014 and 2015, agricultural exports dropped by about 11%, or $17 billion. That comes at a time when labor and other costs are going up.
Prices are down for us as consumers, but that margin that retailers are working on is getting even more narrow.
Online grocery sales still only account for 1 to 2% of total sales, but the convenience plays into the competition. Walmart added a free online grocery shopping service at 2 Western New York locations this month. And at other locations, Walmart offers discounts for online orders that are picked up in store. Supermarket expert Phil Lempert says enjoy the lower cost of filling your cart now because it won't last forever. And there's really no telling exactly when these grocery store price wars will end.
These price wars, frankly, aren't good for anybody, and they're not going to last. They can't last. Otherwise, supermarkets are going to go out of business.
And you have even more choices when it comes to these grocery store price wars. In fact, drugstores, Adam, they're actually getting in on this right here. So if you look at the ads, do a little research, do your homework, you might actually find some good deals on paper products, pop, and packaged foods. Obviously, fresh foods, you're not going to find at your Rite Aids or your Walgreens.
And competition obviously driving the whole thing, as you mentioned. Heather, tell us more about some of these deals, though. When push comes to shove, how low are these stores willing to go?
Exactly. You know, they realize, as I pointed out there, that you can go, just a half a block this way or or half a block this way and shop somewhere else. So they want to reel you in. One of the ways that Tops is actually doing that are their meal deals. You might see them on the front pages of their ads. So you buy, 3 pounds of ground beef and you get 5 or 6 items free. Their COO and president told me that they don't make any money. In fact, sometimes they lose money on those things. The hope is that will draw you in, and then you'll spend your money to buy other things. So,
interesting to see how long it lasts and how this all plays out. Heather Lee, thank you very much.
Yeah, I want the $107 grocery bill. Mine's way more than that.
It escalates really quickly.
Yes, it sure does.
Mary Alice, back over to you.
Thank you very much, Heather. Great report, and all that talk about grocery shopping.